Hey everyone, this is Zach here with another episode of Hope for Master Ball. Now today we are going to continue with Harald HD's Yveltal Stack Attack team, which is really interesting. He was giving me some feedback after the previous episode and was telling me about how the Grimmsnarl, if you G-max it, should one-shot most Yveltals, which I thought was really interesting because I don't really see Grimmsnarl as a G-max candidate most of the time. Could we wide guard and Trick Room? That honestly seems like our best bet. I think I want to bring Ensign for the Landers, but I don't because of the Grimmsnarl, not the Grimmsnarl, the Gastrodon, the Kyogre, and the Kingdra. So I think I'm going to bring Grimmsnarl. And I feel like I've definitely played Sam before. This is a pretty risky play. I feel like we could just throw it right here. Because Ally Switch isn't going to do anything. We get the wide guard off. Do you taunt the Comfey? You do. Okay. I feel like now you just set up Tailwind. Okay, so you did taunt. And Scald, actually. Here, I want to... I feel like the light screen is needed here. Tornadus is going to protect, so what are they worried about? Do I want to activate the weakness policy, or do I think Kyogre is going to do that with Thunder? You know, I feel like here it might be better to... Okay, who are you maxing? I wanted to do Draining Kiss on the Tornadus to try to prevent like a Focus Sash. And you just go for the taunt. And there's the Max Lightning. So that's going to activate Weakness Policy. We are +1, so we're 0.5. We should be faster than the Kyogre. I'm worried about the Kyogre max guarding. And we honestly have another turn of max. Where they don't. So I just want to max garden and see what they have. Max Lightning. And Scald. So you doubled into the Yveltal. Gastron's leftovers. How many more turns of taunt do we have left? We have 2 more turns of taunt. Okay, so you don't max guard the Kyogre? Is Scald without the rain now enough to knock out the Yveltal though? Oof. We should have maxed Darkness. That was a misplay on our hand. Because we knew we outspeeded the Kyogre. Now, you've already seen Wide Guard. We have one more turn of taunt. You could miss Origin Pulse, though. And you actually go for Water Spout. Holy crap. I don't think Floral Healing is enough. Oh no, absolutely not. Good game to my opponent. That's a weird interaction. So from here, I mean, we only have 4 more attack points. That's definitely a disadvantage to not building the team. I don't know any, like, I haven't played with it enough to know the percentages. So on that second turn, I honestly should have maxed Darkness instead of Protecting. But it was good to get rid of the rain. So I think that was just lack of knowledge on my part. And a good first turn call for my opponent, taunting the Comfey. Barraskewda here. Barraskewda, Tyranitar, Rillaboom, Yveltal, Comfey. What does this team do about Trick Room? Late game Yveltal. Do we max the Grimmsnarl? So we have Focus Sash on the Stakataka. Dude, let's try it. I'm down to Clown. Because you should activate Weakness Policy and then max Darkness into the Stakataka. But we're Weakness Policy, so we will get Trick Room up. And according to Harald, the max Starfall should knock out the Yveltal. There's the Weakness Policy. Into the Stakataka. Ooh, he was not correct on that. So this isn't terrible because we do get Trick Room up. We did about 55%. I want to double into it because of that. Okay, so you just go for the Draining Kiss. And we knock out Yveltal. T-Tar. So we do get the Intimidate off. What are the speeds on these two mons? 80 and 82. So I mean it's possible for our T-Tar to underspeed. You should just protect here. No protect. We have 2 more turns of Trick Room. Draining Kiss into the Grimmsnarl again. No protect from the Excadrill, so we should knock it out. Draining Kiss will go before Light Screen. There's really not much to do with Grimmsnarl at this point. But I think I should Parting Shot here to go ahead and bring down its special attack. That way when it does activate Weakness Policy on Yveltal, it doesn't do as much damage. We'll take some Sand Chip on Yveltal, but that's not too bad. How many more turns of Sand Chip do we have? Two more turns of Sand. So you probably don't have Protect. So we'll fake out Oblivion Wing here. Battle was canceled. Okay. So just like how I faced in the previous battle, once you're down to Comfey on the field, there's not much you can do unless maybe you're facing an Urshifu that already has its sash broken. But let's check out the opponent's team. So they did have Protect. So they didn't have Protect, so it's probably AV. Yeah. They didn't have Protect on the Tyranitar, so they had to really go for it. But, I mean, if they would have protected on the Excadrill, turn 1, they would have been able to knock out our Grimmsnarl a little earlier, and we wouldn't have been able to Parting Shot and maneuver as much. But I feel like at that point, like, once you Draining Kiss the Yveltal, it's pretty much over at that point. And I could still protect and snarl my way to weaken the Comfey. And the Comfey probably has no, like, yeah, no special attack investment. It's actually lower. They do have it maxed out on the PP though. But that was actually a really good battle for G-Max Grimmsnarl, so that was exciting to see. Okay, so Sand stuff. As we saw, well, I ended up cutting that out because it took too long, but we have a pretty bad Umbreon matchup. Don't like, there's so much hyper offense to this team, and I don't think we'll be able to get Trick Room down. But let's try the same strategy we did game 1, and we did not time out. Okay, so Umbreon and Charizard. Umbreons rarely carry Taunt. But do you just immediately go for the Flames here? No, so we should have used Y-Guard. Mystical Fire. So, at this point, We just want to get the defense boost. And since we're wasting our max and we didn't bring Grimmsnarl, like a yawn here could be bad. Because we know we don't have the power to knock out Umbreon. Okay, so you're probably going for P-Blades here. Moonlight to heal. And a bulk up. That's fine. Okay, that's not really the one I wanted to get hit, but I think we can switch Ensign back in. And we can hopefully just body press the Umbreon at +3. Defense, we should be able to get the knockout, but I am not certain. We'll get another Intimidate off on the Groudon. And yeah, okay. So that's the when we got timed out by the Umbreon, that's the mistake that we made. And we'll get another defense boost, so we're +4. And this Groudon's -2. So the Groudon has its last turn of max. It's -2. So I think here we have to fake out the Charizard and get Trick Room back up. Not to mention we know that its best move is Mystical Fire. Max Quake, that should be into the Ensign. Yeah. But if this Charizard's max speed, we know we can bring in Yveltal and still underspeed it in Trick Room. Did this Groudon not bring up Sun? And if this Charizard does have something like H Power, it's going to activate Yveltal's weakness policy. And we actually don't knock out the Groudon because of Bulk Up. That makes sense. No burn. Okay, so we do get the knockout, so we'll go to +5. And then the Dark Pulse should be enough to knock out the Charizard. Yeah. Okay. Oh, Regieleki's the last one. How many turns of Trick Room do we have? We have 2 more turns of Trick Room. So I just want to Body Press, because if you Protect trying to stall out the Trick Room turns, we can heal. Okay. And unless you're Sash like the Comfey will pick you up. Yeah, you are Sash. So unless you knocked out the Comfey, so just to play it safe, I'm going to Draining Kiss for priority. if you try to protect again, we'll just set up Trick Room just to guarantee that we'll win it no matter what. Okay, and they forfeit. I feel like that was a solid episode. We got to see a lot of things. We got to fix, and I keep referring to this battle that the Umbreon was able to just sit there and take everything and just help like break down our team. But to realize that like once I saw the baby doll eyes, like our goal was to get the +3 defense and then body press the Umbreon. So once I was able to make that mistake that I made in the first match I played with this team, it was pretty good just to lock down the Trick Room and keep the team on its toes. And having the Yveltal in the back was good against the Charizard. And we got really lucky we didn't get burned, because that battle is a lot different if we do. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you want to check out the team, the rental code is in the description, as well as Harald HD, who gave me the rental code. But if you made it this far in the video, I want to say thanks for watching, and until the next one, we'll see everyone later. Oh, and we G-Max Grimmsnarl. Like, not G-Max, we Dynamax Grimmsnarl. Like, you don't see that too often, especially in Series 8. But, see you later.